Welcome back, everyone. This is Angel, and I'm showing you guys and showing off something that just came in yesterday. I was gonna wait to open it with you guys, but I was too excited, so I had to open it and see for myself. But I've actually also seen that this is pretty much, if I do post this, the first video on this specific upper. This is the Daniel Defense, just a standard DDM4V7 pretty much upper, but it's the OpMod exclusive from Optic's Planet, and there's like no videos out there. I'm surprised, but I'm just gonna quickly go over like the specs of it and just kind of show it off. But so we'll start tip to butt, and right here it has on the front, it has the Daniel Defense extended flash hider. So this is a 14.5 pin and welded barrel and compensator. So this is like their extended flash hider to make that 16-inch length. This is like the, I guess, the Daniel Defense like M4 A1 and their SLW barrel, and it's actually pretty much the exact SLW upper, super lightweight. Except the barrel is not their lightweight barrel. It's a government barrel. Handguard is pretty much the same M4V7 handguard, but it does come in their mil spec brown color. So it does, which is nice because they don't, if from my knowledge, I know because this is my V7 upper with the 16-inch. They do make different colors of the V7, but this is like the full 15-inch handguards. For this one, which is the, I think, 13.5. Yep, 13.5. They only have specific colors, and only the black one that you can buy, and then they have the, I think it's like green for the SLW. So that's like this length of a handguard that you can buy on like the pre-builds, and even on their websites they don't have like where you can buy the handguards like on its own for color wise, which kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Obviously, yeah, you can just Cerakote it, but I saw it was actually on sale, so I got it for a pretty good discount. Everything else as far as internal wise, this up. Charging handle is Daniel Defense, which I was surprised. In the pictures, I think it was something else on their website. I don't remember, but either way, actually, I'd probably prefer Daniel Defense's charging handle. And then the bolt carrier group is a Daniel Defense bolt carrier group, which is nice. I thought, to be honest, because when I ordered it, I thought it was going to be Daniel Defense parts and not the what's it called, like the whole thing was built by Daniel Defense, but this is what it literally came with. It was the box. The upper just came right in the box, just like that. Nothing really special. It came with like their inspection card and then the chamber flag. Everything else came right from the straight from the Daniel Defense factory, which I was surprised to know that the whole thing came from Daniel Defense. I thought it was only, like I said, like certain parts. The other thing that was kind of weird was, and I guess this is probably why I thought it wasn't an actual like from the Daniel Defense factory, is it doesn't have the typical markings on the upper receiver. It has the company logo right here, Daniel Defense. Yeah, let's see if I can, right here, Daniel Defense, and then usually it has like the model of the firearm right here, and then up here it has like the caliber, like my V7 does right here, where you can see it has the DDM4 V7 and then the 5.56, which has it on like all of them, and every model of the Daniel Defense has different one. So it was kind of weird. Like on the website, I was like, oh, that's cool. It's Daniel Defense parts, but I think it was like a Frankenstein upper. Cool that it all came from Daniel though. That means it's like quality stuff. Barrel's really good. I'm trying to think what else that came with it. I moved the QD swivel. It always comes down here. Usually most people do front, like that's, I'm not a big fan because I got long arms. I'd rather have the sling up to the front towards the barrel. That's just me personally. But this thing is awesome. I'm gonna throw on my, actually it's kind of funny, everyone's probably be like, oh, you're a big Optics Planet fanboy, and honestly, yeah, because their stuff is quality. I have their Vortex Op Mod. This is like their Crossfire 2, and this like that sarin coat. Yeah, it's a little loose because I took it off, but yeah, this is like my Reiki upper, and this one I'm not sure if I'm gonna put like a red dot or something like an ACOG or something like that, and then just leave this one for this build, or sell this and then just upgrade that one. I guess they're pretty much the same. The only difference, and I guess this is more so for people to see the difference between the two, of the SLW upper and the regular Daniel Defense like 16-inch handguard. But this, so it's pin and welded, so you can see I'm gonna line it up like almost perfectly. The angle grip doesn't really make it 100% accurate. There we go. So as you can see, they're like pretty much even. And if you go down towards the barrel, you can see the difference is really in the barrel length. This is pretty much the only difference between like parts internally and everything else. The barrel and the flash hider or the compensator is the only difference. And some people, I've heard a lot of people argue that the, what is it, like, I think it's probably like an inch and a half difference doesn't matter. But from my experience, that it really does. Having that shorter length, and then you also have to think like this is also cutting back on all that length as well. It does make a difference. And I have long arms, so you would think that I would like the longer barrel, but actually that's not the case. I would rather have something like this, or it's a 14.5 for pretty much everything, because with the 14.5 inch barrel, you're really not losing much, like, or even any velocity when you're firing. So honestly, when it comes to like training and anything like that, the only difference is that inch, but it does make a difference with the handguard and also how you hold it, because if you need to use it for like close quarters, when I was in the Marines, I had to use the M27, which is an 18-inch barrel, and then you put on a suppressor on top of it. It makes it almost like or actually no, it was even more than that. It was like almost 20. It was like probably like over 20 inches. And doing like CQB stuff with that sucked. That really did suck. So having a shortened barrel, it does make a difference, especially with a handguard too. And it feels great. Obviously it's M-LOK, so it is nice. And it's kind of funny because with this M-LOK, I think this is called like the MFK handguard. I know their Daniel Defense, actually their RIS 3 just got announced, and I have actually felt the RIS 3 at my local FFL. They're a Daniel Defense dealer, so they have the RIS. They actually have the whole RIS 3, the whole pre-build one, which is nice because it has ambi stuff on it. But the handguard is really not much different than this. It's just a little bit thicker, so it has a little more surface area for the barrel, so it's a little thicker. It's pretty much what it is if they took this and the RIS 2 rail and just made, or pretty much just took the RIS2 rail and then just stripped off all the Picatinny on it and then just made it M-lock, except for the top, of course, but that's pretty much like the only difference. It does have, I think, 6 screws on it to lock it down, but either way, like this, I've seen torture test videos of this upper specifically, the V7 upper, and I've seen people like throw it off a cliff, and the only thing was actually the handguard just got loose, and after they like tightened it down even tighter, like mechanically, did it again, it didn't even wiggle, and it still shot everything, and it was pretty awesome, actually, I'm not gonna lie. But I really just wanted to post this video about the upper specifically because there's actually no videos about it. I think there was one video I saw where a guy was like comparing it to like a bunch of other ARs, but he wasn't really like going in through the op mod specifically. So pretty happy with the purchase. Another thing, actually, I was reading on reviews, for the compensator, I guess Optic's Planet, people ordered this upper expecting to get the Dano Defense compensator, and they actually sent them with this Surefire 3-prong flash hider, which is kind of badass, not gonna lie. I'm a little jealous, and I was hoping that may have been the case for me. When I opened it, I was like, fingers crossed, like excited, like, well, maybe they sent me it. Either way, this one is still good. There's no problems with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for as far as like spec wise. It's really not any different, really. The only difference is that barrel and then the pin and weld flash hider. That's really the big difference. Because the only time you can actually buy this barrel is the SLW, which is this M-lock, which is like the super lightweight AR, which this is the same thing pretty much. It's just the barrel is not the lightweight barrel, it's their government barrel, but it is, I think, significantly lighter. I think this upper alone is like 4 pounds. So, and if I'm not mistaken, this one is like, I think it's 5 or 6 if I'm not mistaken. So not much difference, but you know, ounces equal pounds. So those like ounces and stuff that goes down and takes the weight down significantly is a huge benefit, especially if you're running that LPVO, which is a pretty big optic. If you're running a red dot on this thing is like, you can literally one-hand this thing like all day long. I can hold this straight, pretty much just wristing it for quite a bit of time before it gets heavy. Obviously there's no ammo in it, so that's a factor, but either way, it would not be difficult to carry at all. That pretty much goes for it. I'm gonna take it out and go shooting soon. Probably post a video about that too. Glad you guys stopped in to watch. It's always nice to see new faces on the channel. Thanks for stopping by, guys. See you in the next one.